One of my first open homes I've ever done as associate. All good to go. Unlock the door. She's naked on the couch.
Lucky you.
Butt naked.
Should have skipped this guy. He was apparently the street crazy guy. Walked up to him.
Another one.
Literally walked up to this guy and he's like, "Go off. I don't want to talk to you. Go off." So I'm like, "Oh, good, mate. I'll come back." He's like, "If you come back in, I'm going to tie you up by your neck and hang you off my roof."
My associate at the time. He was door knocking one day. Goes on the street. Calls me about 20 minutes later. I'm like, "Oh, he must have got something. He got bit by a dog." If you're not getting bit by a dog, you've never done real estate. Had a handle rejection. Had to kind of run through it all.
Big one's probably learning from your mistake. If you ain't making mistakes, you ain't learning.
I didn't really have that burnout, but you started losing the passion or love for it. Is all you really done was real estate. You start to see the drains of it because then you don't have any hobbies. I used to be like a professional MMA fighter, done a trade as an electrician. You know what really saves you getting bit or punched in the face if you're an agent and you have an associate?
What?
Get a virtual system.
Delegation.
Delegate and dominate.
It's so hard to stay in momentum and try and grow and try and deal with all this. You need help. Get an associate, get a VA, go on more holidays.
Oh, that was game changer, mate.
Game changer.
Hi guys, my name's Tahiwi here from Agent Aid, and we're yet to really have a podcast name. Delegation Nation.
No stress, just success.
Brains and gains. There's too many options at the moment. So at the moment we're free flowing. Don't have a name yet, but we'll yap and talk some sack.
At the moment we're going Agent Aid, which is obviously our company. We delegate people from the Philippines into businesses in real estate agencies in Australia.
So Jake, tell me about Agent Aid.
So we started it, myself and T.
We've obviously got Ray, which is the head of ops. I'm not too sure if we've let you know about that, but he's located in Melbourne. So he's been running a virtual assistant company for over 7 years. He's got really good systems in place, and we thought, we can obviously bring our skills together to make a good product. We've obviously got a fourth counterpart. He likes to be a silent partner, Andrew Weeby. Big shout out to you, big guy. But overall, here today to talk a bit about, I'd say, our recent experiences, not just as a real estate agent, but just as a collective as a whole.
Business in general.
Awesome. So topic number one.
Our wildest days as real estate agents. Ladies first.
Mate, I have multiple stories to tell about that. I don't know what we can say and can't say. It's probably the biggest thing.
No agencies, no agents' names. Let's keep it PG.
What we can say is one time, Jake used to sell real nice homes. Like really nice homes.
Cracker homes.
Every single time. And this one time in particular, this palace of a home come through. Let's just say it made national news. It was such a nice home.
This is the opposite. It was a shit house. Mind my language. We had some guy clean it up. He actually did it for free. So shout out Nathan's Lawns and Gardens. It was, done it for free for the owners. And posted that little video of him cleaning it up on a Monday. And he was on Channel 9 News in the morning, Wednesday morning, which was crazy. Went worldwide, that video.
Gab exposure, that's for sure. You don't know what to say without getting a bit of trouble. Like I remember this one time I was doing an open home. I texted the tenant going, "Hi, just advising you, we have this scheduled over the weekend. Absolutely, just use a key, come in." Anyway, confirm in the morning. Yep, not going to be there. Great. This is, bear in mind, one of my first open homes I've ever done as a associate, like probably third day on the job. Great. Yep, all good to go. Unlock the door. She's naked on the couch.
Lucky you.
Butt naked. I was a bit distraught. Like I was like, "Oh my gosh, am I going to get in trouble?" I didn't know how to work around it, but it was definitely a key part of it, right?
No, I did that once too. I was door knocking, and just walk up, knock on the door. It was like a month in real estate, and she's laying there in bed naked. I was like, "Oh shit, I'm sorry," and I just ran off.
Another funny story, my associate at the time. So we used to sell in really nice suburbs as well, must I say. Some of the best in Sydney. So he was door knocking one day. We listed the property online. Great property, must I say. Walking around. Anyway, I go, "Hey, mate, go knock this street. Just let the neighbours know we've got this one coming up, just in case, they had anyone looking to move close by or if they were interested in the appraisal." Goes on the street, calls me about 20 minutes later. I'm like, "Oh, he must have got something. He got bit by a dog."
That's part of the job, though.
Absolutely. If you're not getting bit by a dog, you've never done real estate.
Like, I heard someone was door knocking and someone lobbed a glass bottle at him.
That's my associate again. You know what's funny? The same street across the road, he literally threw a glass bottle at him.
That's what I mean. So shout out to everyone that's still door knocking. It was hard to do, but needs to be done.
Well, honestly, there's This poor associate, he copped it so much. And like I've done it personally. I've door knocked the suburbs. I've done exactly the same thing he did, but he just copped it tenfold. I don't know why. Like he'd always get yelled at. You'd get stuff thrown at him. He got bit by a dog. Oh,
You got to go through that hard part in life.
but
You ain't making it unless you go through
I
that.
didn't cop it at all. Like I don't know. I got out of it somehow. Like neighbors were relatively nice. Obviously, you'd get the few fuck offs, mate. We don't want to talk to you. Go away. But overall, like if you know bubbly, really,
I had a really bad one, to be honest. Door knocking. This guy's doing his like gardening, like near the front door, so his little garden beds. I'm just walking down the driveway. I'm like,
hang on, let me guess. You got bit by a dog.
Nah, almost by a human. But no, I was like, yes, there's like this guy here. Like the last 10 houses I've knocked weren't there. So I'm like, I had to actually speak to someone. Should have skipped this guy. He's was apparently the street crazy guy. And walked up to him.
Another one.
Literally walked up to this guy and he's like, F off. I don't want to talk to you. F off. I was being a little bit of a smart ass. I'm like, oh, good, mate. I'll come back.
Must have went through a tunnel.
And fuck, he's like, if you come back here, he had a double-story house. He's like, I'm going to tie you up by your neck and hang you off my roof. Go, like, screaming. Great neighbors came out and everything. They were like, are you okay? I'm like, yeah, I'm all good. Straight up, went to the next door knocked it, said the exact same thing I was going to say to him. Even my boss rang me. He goes, are you okay? I'm like, yeah, why? He goes, oh, someone just rang the office saying you spoke to him like a couple of doors down and you knocked on someone you weren't supposed to and you got yelled at.
I remember I was also selling this.
All right, next episode.
I was selling this home once as well. And so I was selling the house which had a tenant, which was the crazy street guy. We've all got one in our street. Like, let's be honest. So this guy in particular, mate, really great guy. Like he would not, talk any bad names. I thought he was an angel until I knocked the street. Now, luckily enough, I didn't get bit by a dog. But I ran the whole street and literally 4 out of 5 neighbors were like, mate, is that such and such's house? And I was like, no, he's just a tenant. But yeah, he lives there. Like, mate, he's crazy. And I'm like, no way, he's such a nice dude. I was like, mate, 3 days ago, he was on the street in his undies saying he's going to kill himself, yelling it out. And I'm going, oh my gosh. So I heard it from one. And I was like, okay, it's not too bad. Number 2, all right, maybe it is true. Number 3, holy, okay, it's all right. We had the open home that weekend. Of course, I was very honest as an agent, never lied, ever. And so everyone kept asking, is the tenant great? And I was like, yeah, he pays rent on time.
What, like?
So, not trying to mislead anyone or anything. I didn't know about it until after as well, how bad it was. So then I started being open and honest. And I was like, look, he does have a bit of challenges and problems. But overall, personally, when I speak to him, he's a good guy. And that was truly coming from the heart. But push comes to shove. I'm like, one open home, he couldn't go. And I was like, okay, it's a bit risky, but we're going to run with it. Open up the house. Presented as well as I can. I said, mate, can you please tidy up a few things, which he did, which is good. And then, it's house and granny flat. He's in the granny flat, so obviously I'm in the house at the time, obviously, running through it all. Go to the granny flat, and he's in the back in his undies, telling the owner, telling all the buyers that he doesn't want to leave, and the tree brings roots up, and it's actually ruined the piping, and all the other stuff, and he said that nothing's been done for over 10 years on the property, and pretty much just talking down on it. So
let me ask. Did you sell the home?
Yes, it's
See?
sold. Honestly,
this is why he was hired for the job.
Honestly and ethically, must we say. No underquoting, no overquoting.
Fair trading didn't call you?
Nah, not at all.
That's my boy.
Not at all. Talking about fair trading.
I'm on speed dial.
So this guy here, funnily enough,
here we go.
he would be ethical. Like,
hey, clean slate. Slate.
Like never had fines. We were ethical lads. We actually really, cared about our clients, but we also made sure that, we're running by the guidelines. We're not trying to mislead anyone. Mate, you do a fart and fair trading, they're calling you. That's how I was.
Blink at a buyer the wrong way and fair trading's like kicking your door down.
And this guy multiple times. Like literally, I would see 100 agents do this. Jake Borg does it. Not even half as bad.
Not even on purpose.
And he'll get a call from Fair Trading.
Fair Trading calling me. But like, it's like straight up proof.
Hello, Jake.
Text messages, emails to say what I done was right. And then like, as soon as they say it, they're like, oh, have a good day.
Jake, I swear I spoke to you last week, mate. What happened this time?
That one, I think it was the last one, where it was like that buyer saying I didn't bring his offer to the owner. Like, okay, here's a screenshot.
Anyway, guys.
To the owner. Copied me. Here's the screenshot that your offer went to the owner. Here's my message back to you saying, hey, mate, sorry, there has been a higher offer. Would you like to make another offer? ? And he said, no, thanks. That's my best and final. Fair Trading called me saying I've been unethical and I didn't produce his offer. So, 2, the rookie mistakes will never forget. Let me start. Woo! I'll probably shout out why I got called brains, which I really loved. Yeah.
I loved being called that name.
So my boss at the time, I was a little young associate still with my nappy on, was trying to sell this house. The owners just kept moving the goalpost. As they say, they want this price, you get it, they want more. Anyways.
Fair enough.
6 months. Yeah, 6 months on the market. We've already got him his price 3 different times. Now he needs to sell it. So 6 months on the market, in negotiations with this buyer. They really want it. Owner wants to sell it. And this is 11 o'clock at night. I'm like fizzled out by this, like negotiating all day on this property. And word for word, my boss at the time said, mate, do whatever it takes to sell it. Sweet. I'm not blaming him for saying that, but I signed the contract and buyer's words were, we'll only sign it if it's a 3-month delayed
Settlement.
That's
what they call your brains.
Settlement. Anyways, changed it on the contract, which you're not meant to do unless the owner approves of it. Anyways, forgot to tell the owner, and the owner signed a 3-month settlement back and didn't know. So, yeah, that was a huge mistake, and I never done it again, all right? If you ain't doing mistakes, you ain't learning.
Delegate and dominate.
But
anyway.
Learn from your mistakes, kids.
Probably one of my biggest mistakes.
Tell us, Mr. Wooden Spoon.
Holy. So I'd say one in particular. This is quite a funny one. So, well, I wouldn't say funny, but obviously there's a divorce going on. I truly believed I could get more money on this property. So I had an offer of $1,170,000 in particular. Obviously, a very bad divorce. They weren't discussing or talking with each other. And I believe there was more in the market. Obviously, I disclosed to one party. So I obviously sent both the lawyers the offer, but I disclosed only to one of the two parties. And one of the parties actually would have accepted the offer. So what happened, there's obviously a big disgruntle. Obviously, one of the owners anyway declined the offers, so they'd never obviously accepted as agreeance. But virtually, it created a whole kerfuffle, and I nearly got sued. So
I think I remember that.
Yeah, so rule number 1, always disclose the offers, which I did. Send it across to both lawyers. The lawyer didn't obviously send it across to their client, and somehow that's my fault. They obviously then said they're going to sue me and say, mate, this isn't very ethical what you've done. If you don't obviously achieve a higher price, they're actually trying to push this girl, or let's say lady, to accept an offer, which I believe there was more in the market, which ultimately we did get more. They threatened legal action towards me. So it was quite
that throws a curve, but that ruins your whole day.
It was 3 o'clock and I went home. So I was a bit worried, I ain't gonna lie. I'm like, oh my gosh, I'm gonna have to work overtime now, which I always did anyway.
Always,
absolutely.
Even now?
Yeah, that's right. But ultimately, there was more in the marketplace, which I believed. Ended up selling for 1.2, so $30,000 above what they wanted to accept, which at the end of the day is a lot of money, right? So I sent a very nice email to that lawyer, just explaining, hi, just advising you, we have now exchanged contracts unconditionally at $1.2 million. I just want to let you know that you advised your client to take an offer of $30,000 less. So if there was any legal action being placed, maybe reconsider also discussing with your client to let them know that this made an extra $30,000. Now, of course, they wiped their slates clean. Didn't even say congratulations or great work. Just move on to the next steps. So ultimately, even if you're in the wrong, you're in the right. If you're in the right, you're in the wrong. There's no winning in real estate.
Always
at the end
get
of the day,
blamed for everything.
There is. You fart, you get blamed. You drop a pencil on the floor, it's your fault. But again, that's what we sign up for. That's why it's sort of high income job. But that's probably a big mistake I've done. Obviously, many others. Obviously, the old forget the key trick. That's a funny one.
Yep. I never forgot keys. I just lost them a couple of times. But you learn. If you're going to clean your car out, move the keys first. Nah, it's so annoying. That happened to me. Like, I put the key back, bang. Next day, all the keys get moved. Oh, where's my key? Well, no, it should be there. I'm like, bro, don't blame me. They got moved. And then, copped a $35 locksmith bill.
How about the old leave the light in the vacant property trick?
Always double check.
Or
Learn the hard way.
Triple check.
Triple check.
Triple
I
check.
always, like, as you get in your car, just look in the rearview mirror or look back at the property one last time. There could be a door unlocked, curtains, lights, a gate,
so much,
anything.
I used to love vacant properties, but I used to hate them as well because like you'd be so anxious going around. Like you would go around, literally 30-minute open home, probably 5 minutes before, 5 minutes after, you're just running around the house making sure because it's one little light.
My tip was the best. Vacant homes, you turn on every light and then you flick off the switch at the power.
I told them that. I used to be an electrician.
Bro, all the lights, bang, turn them on. Open home, you get there 30 seconds early, you're still on time. And then when you leave, lights off, lock the door.
Jake, tell him how you used to be my associate.
So I was a T's associate when he was selling like 12 homes a year. He got to about 13 and then quit that. But I'll give you that back to your story. Divorce sales were hard because like you have a good relationship, let's say with the man or the woman, and then the other party just doesn't trust you. They think you're working against them. It's
always vice versa. Like you can never, in a divorce case, especially when they hate each other, there's no two people love you. Let's be honest. Obviously, you've been appointed because you're the right person for the job. You try and communicate, to both as best as possible. But ultimately, it's tricky. It's probably the main question we could say. Number one is deceased estates.
Especially when the kids are fighting.
Money is just the root of all evil, I realize. It's especially when there's a lot of money on the table. And that's what we understood when we were agents. I have to tell all my clients, look, it's not a used car. It's a home. And we're talking millions of dollars here, $1 million, $2 million, whatever it really comes to equation to. But it's the biggest asset or biggest, obviously, decision that they'll ever make.
Get it wrong, you lose $10,000, $50,000. It's a lot of money. If you ain't making mistakes, you ain't learning.
That was a good one.
I should say it one more time. What real estate teaches you about business and life? Big one's discipline. Just the word itself, discipline. Sitting at a desk, knowing if you're calling, you're doing something productive. If you're sitting there talking to the guy next to you, you're literally losing money.
One thing I really understood was just keep it simple. Like, I wouldn't even say funny, but I'm speaking to hundreds of agents a day. And there's no real, and like everyone would say, there's no real quick way to do it. Obviously, it's relationship building, but it's predominantly make calls, call buyers, do appraisals, list homes, and just have a good structure with the team. All these big CRMs managing this, you've lost that, you lost this. Like, I speak to a lot of high, I'd say, value or I'd say strong agents in the industry, and it's all the same thing. Just make the calls, gain those relationships, whether it's referral basis or whether it's, let's say, for example, skill basis, but it's very product, brand, knowledge, all kind of tucked into a little mix. But all these CRMs that I'm noticing and seeing, like, not a lot of people use them. Some do effectively. It's more those reminders. Like, I know a really strong agent does over 300 sales and literally plans his day on notes.
Pen and paper.
So it's like that's what we've kind of built our brand by, Agent Aid. Like, we're not here going to build a $20 million CRM system. We're going to copy, agents that we're noticing that are doing really well, and they want to keep it simple. They don't want to log into this, to log into that, to see this, and then run onto that. We just have a very simple, structured process that we're noticing works.
I feel like the agents that succeed long term, that's the goal here. You don't obviously want to just be good today. You want to be good for years to come. Are the ones that give and don't expect return. If you're just servicing a client and not getting paid for it and not expecting to get anything out of it, they're the ones that get referrals and repeat business and can be trusted.
And one thing we're noticing, like, we're calling 100+ agents a day each. And I'd say one thing that is really a big standout for me personally is the agents that are doing over 50+ deals are always open to talk about it or look at it. And anyone below, it's kind of like a mindset, right? Like a scale up mindset, or again, no, it's going to cost me too much money to do it. But anyone who's doing, I'd say probably 40 to 50 sales plus, they do have a good conversation. They're open to the ideas of it because
any idea that's a ROI for them, they're open to hear it.
Yeah. Now, it may not fit the product there and then. It might not be a solution that can be solved tomorrow, but it's a very like anything, a relationship business. Obviously, bring the value when it comes, and one day they'll go, oh, I remember that guy. He gave me stuff. He gave me value when I didn't really need it. We'll give him an opportunity. Of course, just like anything, you're still versing other competitors, which we always recommend. Shop around. maybe that might be more suitable for you and your business. But we just noticed that they're open to those conversations.
Especially in sales. Like, they're a salesperson. They don't want something jammed down their throat when they're not ready. That thing I told you today, MAFHAF. So every call, every sales call, it's make a friend. Once you've got the friend, see if you can help a friend. And then in regards to sales, you can't sell them something if you don't have either of these things. So find out, make a friend, help a friend, and then that's how you get it. Stay hungry, stay motivated. Don't take your foot off the pedal.
It's a roller coaster of emotions.
Stay in momentum, always be learning.
I'd say rejection. How to handle rejection, how to kind of run through it all.
Big one's probably learning from your mistake.
It kind of all vice versa, because as an agent, especially if you're running your own team, it's kind of a very similar structure anyway. Everyone has their kind of roles and bases. But
I think a strong one is learn off someone that's dominating a market, but don't try and be exactly them.
Don't replicate it.
Yeah, like replicate scripts and dialogues, etc., but be you. Like, honestly, your clients love you for you. I remember I listed this one house, just me there, spoke to the vendors, absolutely loved me, listed on the spot. I went there with my colleague for the open home, and then she came up to me and she goes, "Can I ask you something?" I'm like, "Yeah." And she goes, "Is he your boss?" I'm like, "Nah, why?" She goes, "I don't know, you're just like not as open and yourself today." And then I realized I was just trying to be professional in front of him. You know what I mean? She loved me for being just I was good at real estate, but I was also an idiot. I was a smart ass. You know what I mean? And I was just trying to be all professional. So she loved that about me. So as I was saying before, just be you, be real. The strangest client stories we've seen. I had one guy. It was a tenant. It was a really cool guy. I'll give him that. Very quirky, but cool.
This tenant.
It's got me off.
This tenant nearly punched him in the face.
For no wonder he
For
left.
no reason.
No
Like,
wonder
he's
he
like,
left.
all right, we got it this time, like, but such and such, and then confirmed it, all good, all good. Anyway, so we roll up to the house, knock on the door, and I'm at another open home at this time, and then so I'd be at that open home, obviously would repack that up, and he'd run to the next open home and help set that one up. Anyway, so I'm not there, so he runs to the next open home, obviously trying to prep on it. They've confirmed. He knocked on the door. Anyway, knocks on this one door. Tenant starts, blasting, going off because it was in a really nice area. And, comes out of the door and threatens to punch him in the face. And then so he's obviously mortified, really scared, called me, "Hey, mate, blah, blah, blah." So obviously we diffused the situation. But obviously there was tension there. And anyway, we're showing the home, go to the back, look in the shed, and then she just comes out at the back, literally sprinting like Usain Bolt down the 200-meter Olympic run. And has a hammer in her hand. I'm like, oh my gosh, what's going on down here? So
You should have let him get hit. He'll learn from his mistakes. Anyway, back to my story before I was rudely interrupted.
why most agents? But
No, probably the dude. I don't know if you met him. His name was Peter. No last names, of course. But he was 6-pack short of a case, that bloke. Very nice guy. Very nice guy, but he was like showing, like during the open homes, he was like showing us his antique. What do you have, like a pilot jacket?
Yep.
Walking around speaking to all the buyers, didn't clean up anything, and all the clients were just talking to him.
He was in his undies, yeah?
No, he had some nice pants on.
Nice.
But yeah, he's like walking around, he had the helmet on as well, talking to him. He was like cool, like everyone liked him, but they're like, when we buy, we're getting another tenant, and I think he's still there to this day, which is awesome. So we sold it to the right person. Why most agents burn out and how we deal with it. Take it away.
Probably not just giving them time enough time to like kind of have that space, or like it's just what I realized personally, and I didn't really have that burnout, but you started losing the passion or love for it. Is all you really done was real estate. Like you put your life and soul into it. And obviously whether it's now or 3 years, like you start to see the drains of it because then you don't have any hobbies. Like before real estate, I used to be like a professional MMA fighter. I'd done a trade as an electrician. And then, that's kind of the things that kept me sane. That was my hobby. I used to like, training, fighting, keeping fit. Joined real estate and that was like my everything. So I realized I'm going to put all of my eggs in one basket. I live by a motto, chase two rabbits, you get none. So I was like, all right, let's put all the apples in the real estate, and let's go hard, go big. But after a while, you realize that you don't really have anything else, filling up your baskets. It's just purely real estate. You come home, you're drained, you're getting phone calls all day. So I'd say probably have a hobby, have something that kind of brings you back.
Real estate, you can't not take your hobbies along with you. I feel like on the hard days, you're always thinking, oh man, I need a holiday. I would always try and have something planned in the future, just so when that feeling come up, I'd be like today was shit. Like I need a holiday, and then bang, it remembers. Like I remember that I've got a holiday booked in 3 months' time.
You know what I mean? You know what really saves you getting bit or punched in the face if you're an agent, you have an associate.
What?
Get a virtual assistant.
I like that. But to answer the question, why most agents burn out and how we deal with it, delegation.
Delegation nation.
It's true, but like if you're doing 20, 30 deals and still trying to keep your foot on the pedal and grow, there's going to be too much work for one person. Like get an associate.
Don't let them get punched in the face. Don't let them get bit by dogs.
Yeah.
Let your virtual assistant cover
it. It's true. It's so hard to stay in momentum and try and grow and try and deal with all these, fair trading, buyers getting bit, chased with a hammer, all of that in one thing. You need help, honestly. Once you realize you're staying too late in the office and, you're too tired when you get home, get an associate, get a VA, go on more holidays.
Oh, that was game changer, mate.
Game changer. That's all, mate. Pretty much a rundown of our real estate career. How long were you in the game for, Tahiwi McBeef?
I was in real estate for about 6 years. But those 6 years, trials, tribulations, probably learnt more in those 6 years than the past 10 years of my life. Honestly. There's so many things that can happen in a day. How you can misjudge it, misguide it. It's probably another question. Kudos to the high volume agents, because it's not an easy role, not an easy job. To people out there who think, being a real estate agent is very simple, I'd recommend try it.
There's fancy cars and monies. Yeah, get another job.
There's so much more out there than just that. But as a whole, obviously, there's plenty of jobs, have stress. Obviously, we're niching just towards real estate with Agent Aid. Sooner or later, we're going to niche, different certain products, which we're obviously going to branch out to. Because we believe support can be done with anything. Funnily enough, our client or colleagues here at Mic'd Up, they've just put another one on board. And again, they're noticing, the benefits, just the media team. Obviously, we got some tradesmen reaching out to us at the moment. We got some, solicitor that we were discussing with in the past about, a virtual assistant. So it's not just, one set race for the agents. Obviously, it's what we know. It's what we've done for the past 6 years. So it's
our niche.
It's our niche. But it can be done with anything. Delegate here, delegate there. It doesn't really matter. We can bring highly skilled workers towards, your company, train them on your systems and plug them in. Keep it simple.
And they find them hungry, motivated, and introduce you. That's pretty much all.
That's where I found Jake.
Well, you look hungry.
Tell me how long you've been in real estate for, Jake.
2019, I think I stepped into the game, which was hard. Like the burnout there was not easy. Like, man, sit at your desk. Word for word, if you don't make 100 connects every day, you're fired the next morning. Bro, what the fuck?
Pretty good system to me, mate. I did not
sign up for real estate for this.
Pretty good system to me.
But, man, I pumped it. It wasn't about hitting the 100 connects. It was seeing how hard I would try and do it. And I would stay back until 6:30 just to get there.
Pretty early.
Yeah, I know. The whole office would leave at like 4:50. And I'm sitting there by myself, dark, cold. For some reason, it's raining because it's
It's raining inside it. Cloud just over your head.
But yeah, did 8 months of that. Quit because he was saying some pretty nasty things to me.
Interesting.
Which really hurt my feelings at the time. But bit of thick skin, a little bit. He's a nice guy, but I still talk to him like to this day. I learned a lot there. I'm not gonna lie. Like
I enjoyed it. Obviously, wasn't good for reputation.
Dragging your name through the dirt.
Yeah, left, right, and centre. But yeah, I did learn a bit of resilience. I learned a lot of don't care what other people say because holy moly. And we did do some really good marketing. Must I say?
We did.
Yeah,
it was fun there.
It was fun. It was fun. Never go back, but
ever.
Yeah, but it was fun. And then the recent one, really good. Great 100%. People, great agency, great boss. Never, can't really say anything bad about it, to be honest. But overall, funny ride.
That's for sure. It was. got us to where we are today. So forever grateful for all of that.
If you ain't going, you're not growing.
Thank you for listening to our first ever podcast with Jake, and Tahiwi McGee from Agent Aid. As always, fellas, if you keep going, you'll keep growing. Let's go.
Let's get it.
All right, do the music now.